Boom. Tina G in the place to be. Alaska Cindy, RJ, Synthfan, Misha Oliver, Punxsutawney Mo, Candy Murphy, Susie Brizuela, Kimini, Kathleen Cross, Olivia, Phyllis Hatch, Bernadette, Cha-Cha, Chrissy, Lucielle, Karen Purdy from Newton Falls, Ohio, Debbie Neiman, Tracy M, and me, BDD in the Heezy. Sandra from Paramount, Foxhill Dreams, Olivia, Stephanie L, Scribble My Nibbles, Victorina, Samantha Hawkins, Sarah B, Jen Murphy, the Trump Reaper, Ms. Nick, Lisa Straw, Anissa, Asmila J, Kathleen Cross, Wifey, Misha Oliver. Hey! Cindy C, Lee Saunders. Welcome to another episode of Storytime with BDD. I'm your host, BDD, aka Brooklyn Dad, and this is Storytime. Yeah. Happy Monday. Welcome everybody to, hey, there's Sylvia Correa, and Punxsutawney Mo wants to know what's up with the shit show The Guns. Oh, you mean these? It's hot as hell, guys. It's like, 90 degrees, and this fan is not cutting it. It's not air conditioned up in this studio. Anyway, this was a nice weekend. Very nice Father's Day weekend. Those of you who are dads out there, I hope you had a happy Father's Day. Those of you who are single moms who are playing the role of dads, happy Father's Day to you too. There's IT Surf. She has joined the room. Welcome to you. And before we go any further, let me do our roundup of our stories of the day. Stories of the day. What's behind the uproar with critical race theory? We're going to get into it. Can the former guy be Speaker of the House? Maybe. Another bomb was dropped today on a jacketless blunder. And we've got another installation of one of our favorite games, Name That 80s Tune. Last but not least, we've got a new rising star for today. It's Arkansas's Chris Jones for governor. Yes, indeed. So during that Stories of the Day, I see we were joined by Monique, Samantha Hawkins, Corey Lord is here, Amanda Crawford, Lisa Hathaway, and Gavin Rutherford. Welcome to you all. Thank you for joining us. Okay, so some of you may notice, I think it's mostly gone, but I lost some of my voice this weekend. Yeah, no cha-cha, no Raggedy B today. Now, I'm going to switch it up every now and then. Instead of the Raggedy B, we're going with the Rising Star. But yeah, this weekend I did a lot of screaming as I was watching basketball playoffs, and some of my teams didn't make it. But before we get into that, let's just get into our random stuff. Oh, okay. So it's there at the top of the show. Let's see. Wait, what do we got back here? Oh, damn it. It's not meant to be there. Hang on. I'm just going to go ahead and add that. Wait, let's go forward. Give me a second, guys. Oh, there we are. Okay, hang on. Boom, boom, boom. Hey, Joe Lawson just subscribed. Okay, so as you guys know, I have been following the Nets in the playoffs since my Knicks were bumped, and I was all hype. I just knew my Knicks were going to take it to the Milwaukee Bucks. Alas, so this was me before the game. I was like, yeah, and then this was me at the end. My voice was mostly gone. I was screaming. I can't take anything away from Kevin Durant. That man left everything on the court. He gave his all. He took the Nets. He put them on his back and carried them, despite the fact that James Harden wasn't shooting how he should have been. Joe Harris, the winner of the three-point shooting bullshit, he didn't do his job. So congratulations to the Milwaukee Bucks. Those of you who are out there, Milwaukee fans, they deserve credit. They did their job. They did what they were supposed to do. Our guys came up short. Super team. Oh, super disappointing. And yeah, Chrissy says KD pushed the game into overtime and ended the season. So despite the fact that Nets fans have nothing to hold their heads down about, and we have no reason to be upset with KD, on the other hand, the Philadelphia 76ers have a lot left to be desired with one of their big guns, Ben Simmons. Punxsutawney Mo, thank you, my friend, for the donation. Ben Simmons, he is their big guy, and the guy did not make a shot. He was passing up shots, and alas, I was watching this not because I'm a 76ers fan, but I can't stand this guy, Trae Young, who I'll give him his props because he knows how to make shots and he knows how to game the system with his bullshit fouls. Good Lord, it's really just, he don't play the game right. He don't play it right at all. But the Hawks won, so now I'm rooting for Milwaukee. Go Milwaukee! And then Saturday, Wifey was kind enough to treat me and the kiddies to an outing on a speedboat, which takes off from 42nd Street in Manhattan, and it goes up and down, and you get a beautiful view of the the Liberty Tower and the Statue of Liberty, and this thing goes really, really fast, so fast the beard was blowing in the wind. And it's called The Beast. the beast. This thing, I don't know, it goes maybe 60, 70 miles an hour. It's super duper fast and it's a lot of fun. And if you have kids with you, they have like a squirt gun. It's best to go on a hot day because then they'll squirt you with the squirt gun and you'll get a nice little soaking wet. So that was a fun time, really fun. And, the best time to have on Father's Day is, with fam. I spoke to my grown kids and it was a beautiful day. Beautiful. So that's that for random stuff. Let us now jump into our quick hits. Yeah, 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 hit that some of my bee. Hit 'em. All right, so speaking of hits, boy, I tell you, if we had Jen Psaki, wait a minute. No, Jen Psaki would have never worked for the former guy, but she really is making her White House press conferences a joy to watch. Normally, I wouldn't even care about a White House press conference, but she is owning fools left and right, mostly right. And today was no exception. She let jacketless Jim Jordan have it because, he made the mistake of saying some things that were stupid, and Jen Psaki let him know how stupid it was. So here's his tweet, right? It says, average gas price, June 2020, $2.21. June 2021, $3.07. President Biden's economy. Now, anybody with half of a functioning brain would know that this is bullshit. This is a bullshit argument, and he's not telling the whole story. So Jen Psaki was kind enough to educate him. She tweets, "You forgot to mention that gas prices are the same now as they were in June 2018. Or that this time last year, unemployment was 11.1%. Today it's 5.8%. POTUS agrees families shouldn't pay more at the pump. That's why he's opposed to GOP proposals to raise the gas tax." So, boom. That was a direct hit. Well done, Jen Psaki, with another Psaki bomb. Epic. Epic indeed, Karen Purdy. So, this on the screen, in case you're not watching, this is a picture of John Boehner. John Boehner was formerly Speaker of the House. Now, the Speaker of the House goes to normally the party that has the most representatives in that particular party. So when John Boehner was Speaker of the House, the Republicans had the majority. And then Nancy Pelosi became Speaker of the House when the Dems retook the House. And I know Paul Ryan is in there somewhere. We don't really care about Paul Ryan. Very inconsequential. Now, Kevin McCarthy is the minority leader of the House, and he kind of had it in his mind that maybe he was going to be Speaker of the House next year because they are planning to reclaim the majority in the House. The GOP is planning on doing this. However, Spanky McDumbass has other ideas. Yes, this is true. Excuse me. It is said that he has an eye on becoming the Speaker of the House. Now, you might be thinking, but wait a minute, Brooklyn Dad. Spanky, he's not even in the house. He's not a member of the house. So guess what? The deal is you don't have to be a member of the house. You don't. All you need is enough people to vote for you to get in there. Synthfan says, from jail? Good question. Yeah, this guy, his mental faculties are failing him increasingly day by day. And you can see it. I try to avoid, seeing things that he posts or whatever. People are still bringing that into Twitter, but he had his Father's Day greeting yesterday was a greeting to all of the losers of the world. He's the biggest loser, the bigliest loser. So, yeah, so he is likely going to be fitted for a straitjacket before he is fitted for a seat in the House of Representatives. But that's not stopping him from dreaming about it or dreaming about 2024. But what could give him some difficulty in getting to the presidential nomination in 2024 is this guy, Ron DeSantis. Yes, this guy, he is like the worst governor in America right now. Recently signed a law saying that it is okay to strike a protester with your vehicle. Perfectly fine. This guy is beating Spanky in a straw poll that was taken recently for 2024 Republican candidates. Spanky, he's beating Spanky by 3 points. Now, you really have to be a major shit can for Ron DeSantis to be beating you. And that just goes to show you the Republicans don't really have much to hang their hat on at all. They're talking about Dr. Seuss, and they're throwing up outrage about cancel culture and social media and blah, blah, blah. They're not talking about legislating. They're not talking about things that matter to you and me and to their own constituents. So, yeah, they're just daydreaming now about, Spanky in the Speaker of the House. Why don't they just cut him loose? Cut him loose. He's an insurrectionist buffoon, and he lost bigly. Cut him loose. Oh, my Lord. Okay, so that's it for our quick hits. Next up, it is now time for our timeline cleanse. Timeline cleanse. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with my voice modulator. Stella Baxter says, FYI, Feeling All Right by Gavin Luke. Yes, that is BDD's theme music. It's hey, yeah, that's Gavin Luke, you guys. Hey, Jamie from Wisconsin has joined us. Welcome, Jamie. I see Wilbur McCarthy, too. Yeah, welcome, you guys. All right, so first up on our timeline cleanse, I often share little stories with you about our woofie, Rain, right? And her favorite thing to do after I have dinner is she will sit there like looking right at me, waiting. What is she waiting for? Dad pats. She is greedy as faheezy for the dad pats. And that sort of thing isn't just for cats or dogs, but it's for other creatures as well. Take this pony who is presenting the butt. Here's my butt. Okay. Here, scratch it. She can't get away from the bum scratching. Scratch. No, 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 no. I'm not done. Here.
Bum scratches are life.
She said bum scratches are life. Indeed. Okay. Next up, I saw this clip earlier today, and it gave me that feeling of excitement that I got. Have you guys seen Back to the Future? Back to the Future, where Marty McFly, he goes into the future and he gets on a hoverboard. And I remember watching that thinking, wow, man, that could happen. That could really happen. So I got that feeling again because Green Goblin was trending. And, you know, Green Goblin, he's a Spidey villain. Why is Green Goblin trending? This is why. This is Times Square. Dude is just casually just flying. Dude is just casually flying through Times Square. Don't mind me, I'm just on my hovercraft. It's loud as hell, but yo, I want something like that without all the buzzing. It looks like just a much bigger version of a drone. Essentially, it's like somebody created a drone that was strong enough to support this guy. That is amazing. I don't know if it's legal, Samantha B, but it is cool as faheezy. I want one. I want one. Please. Okay, that's enough buzzing. Enough buzzing. All right, so I'm giving you guys a trigger warning for this next clip in case you guys have a tendency to unintentionally get hungry watching people prepare food. But this clip isn't just about preparing food, it's about preparing the thing in which you are going to really complicated make that food. Fire in the hole. So yeah, first he's gonna dig a big asshole. Yeah, he's using a jackhammer, a shovel, and he's smiling the whole time. Every step of this, dude is smiling. He's got bricks there. He's mixing some shit. He's laying down bricks, still smiling. Throwing down some wood, and he just threw some fire in there. And now he's got this big, massive thing of meat and some veggies. There's the meat. Now he's cementing it closed. Here's this big slab of meat. Falls right off the bone. Oh my goodness. Oh Lord. Oh, I did it to myself. Now I'm hungry. It looked like that was lamb. I really feel like I want some lamb now, to be honest with you. The lamb is so good, but it goes through me the wrong way. It does. Yeah. That was incredible. I love it so much. Kimini says, I'm starving. You and me both, my friend. All right. Let's see, 6 and 9. All right, guys. Scribble says, I'm going to go eat. Be right back. Oh, goat. That could have been goat. My grandmother was the best at making goat. Okay. So sorry, guys. I have to skip the roll call because I got a bunch of stuff, including the game, and I don't want to run too much overtime. So next time. I want to jump right on into our main story of the day. It is critical race theory. Now, some of you may recall, I recently did a bit on critical race theory. And so you're thinking, Brooklyn Dad, you covered this already. Why are you covering it again? Well, because Critical race theory is still in the news and it's still being bitched and whined and complained about mostly by people on the right. So, why are they complaining about it? Is it because they don't know what critical race theory really is? What critical race theory really is, it's an examination of racism or systemic racism in the judicial system as it pertains to the judicial system, to justice. That's it. That's it. It doesn't have anything to do with using the N word. It doesn't have anything to do with, bigotry. It specifically has to do with systemic racism in the judicial system. That's it. But right wing media would have you and I believe that, and it's not being taught anywhere except law school. That's it. But right wing media would have you and I thinking that it's coming to a K through 12 school near you any day now. They're fighting. They're fighting this. There are states that are introducing legislation to keep it out of their K through 12 schools. It's law. It's they're not teaching law in grade school. It's not. They're not doing it. And if they did, so what? The kids would be learning something, but what they are doing is they are trying to conflate critical race theory with everything that they don't like. They're conflating it with BLM, with Black Lives Matter, with Antifa, with communism, with Marxism. It doesn't have anything to do with any of that shit. You even have some major politicians like Ted Cruz making a speech saying that critical race theory is worse than Klansmen burning a cross on a lawn. What? In what universe does that make any sense? It is deliberately misleading millions of people and stoking fear. But where is this fear coming from? Here's an interesting quote. Systemic racism is an unacceptable aspect of our culture. It has deep roots, but that does not mean that it cannot be examined, recognized, and addressed. That's a quote from Michael Dimmock, president of the Pew Research Center. That's so true. It's very true. But so why the hysteria? Why the panic? Because the death of George Floyd opened up a can of worms. It was a turning point in people's perception of systemic racism. It was an opening. Most people think when they think racism, they think, oh, you called a black guy the N-word. Or, you discriminated against someone, they couldn't get into a club because they were the wrong color. But it's deeper than that. And people's awareness of how blacks have historically gotten the short end of the stick of justice for centuries. And it's only a matter of time before, people realize that privilege, that the white privilege that people talk about, maybe that shit isn't so permanent. Huh? White privilege. What's white privilege? White privilege is if you're born white, you automatically have certain privileges based on the color of your skin that are not extended to people of color. Now, it's naive to think that every single white person has it made in the shade. That's stupid. That would be a stupid assumption, right? but it is true. If that the majority of in the law system, the majority of crimes committed by white people, they are dealt with less harshly than the exact same crimes committed by black people. Here's a chart here: racial disparities in prison incarceration rates by sex. And you can see for black men, the rate is way higher than it is for any other race. And for women, the incarceration for white women is much lower than any other race. That's just facts. Those are numbers. Those are facts. They are indisputable. And people often like to say, well, blacks, they get arrested more because they're committing more crimes. No, no, that's not why. And blacks, we make up a disproportionate number of people in the prison system. And the prison system is a business. Private, for-profit prisons is an actual business. The prison penalty in unemployment disproportionately punishes formerly incarcerated black men and women. So even this is the chart that I have on the screen here, and that means even after you've done your time in prison, if you're a person of color, you're shit out of luck because that shit is going to follow you regardless. There are some books out there. I thought this was interesting. The most popular anti-racism books at libraries across the country right now are White Fragility by Robin DiAngelo and Me and White Supremacy, and I can't see the name of the author. And there's another book called The New Jim Crow by Michelle Alexander. Good books to check out if you're interested in reading about that sort of thing. But as I was saying earlier about the whole idea of privilege not being as permanent as you and I would think, about 15 years ago, there was a study that came out that pointed to the fact that by the year 2050, there are going to be a lot more Latinos in America than any other race. Yeah, they are experiencing explosive population growth. And well, what does that mean? And why does it matter? Who cares? I don't care. You guys, I'm sure, probably don't care. But some people care because right now, white people in America currently enjoy a majority status. But they are in the majority, right? But it's not going to be like that forever, especially by 2050. If you look at here, it says distribution of U.S. population by race, ethnicity in 2010 and 2050. So on the left here, you see it says 65% is white, then 16% Hispanic, 12% black, and then 2% Asian and other. But in 2050, the proportion of white population goes down from 65% to 46%. That's under 50%. And then the remaining number of people in the population, they make up the rest of the population. And that makes white people suddenly become a minority. Minority. Don't think that shit is irrelevant, right? Don't think it doesn't matter because it matters. It's just numbers. Yeah, but some serious numbers. And they say if payback is a bitch, See, but that's not how we do. We don't rule like that. We're not looking to create hardships for other people. We're not. We just want to level the playing field for everybody because the playing field has been unfairly stacked against people who are currently considered minorities. Unfairly stacked. So they're thinking, oh shit, we're going to be a minority. And look how shitty we've treated minorities in this country for so long. What if they are as shitty as we are? Are they going to pay us back? You know, shit like that. No, because we're the good guys. We are the good guys. We are. We're not looking to pay anybody back. We just want you to take the yoke of systemic racism off of us. That's it. And that can't happen if we don't discuss it. People don't realize it's an issue unless you teach it. So, is it in K through 12 schools? Critical race theory? It's not in schools. But should it be? Maybe. Actually, come to think of it, we weren't even thinking about putting critical race theory in schools, but maybe we should. Huh? If you have a problem, if you have a sickness, I had a drug addiction problem. It was serious. And I went through rehab to rehab to rehab, and I couldn't address or fix this issue until I admitted that it was a problem. And to this day, you know what? Sometimes I watch movies and TV shows, and they're drinking beer and they're smoking a doob, and I'm like, every once in a while, don't get me wrong, I'm good. But that shit, it requires, discipline, and it requires knowing who you are and knowing what you can and cannot do. You don't want to slip back into that shit. But I couldn't get to this point until I realized and recognized that it was a problem. And America has a race problem. And sweeping it under the rug and getting your best black friend like Candace Owens to go out and do her tap dance for you saying that racism doesn't exist, it doesn't make it go away. You got to get to the root cause of that shit. So, yeah. You guys are gonna see critical race theory all over the place because they have nothing. They're not talking about legislating. They're not talking about creating bills to create jobs or to fix immigration. None of that. In fact, this whole deal with the population change, it's going to affect immigration debate. It's going to affect abortion. All right. You can't kill off all those white babies helping us lose the majority. You can't kill those white babies. And don't worry about the black babies because the black babies will be trapped up in the judicial system because we got it rigged like that. So yeah, keep your eyes open when you hear people talking shit about critical race theory. Recognize and realize that they are trying to gaslight you. And maybe if somebody's talking about it online at the supermarket and talking about, that communist, Marxist critical race theory, if you feel like it, you can educate them or not. It's up to you. All right. And now I'm going to jump on into one of my favorite things that I love to do. It's the guessing game. It's name. There we go. It's name that 80s tune. Hopefully, I will be able to hit certain notes. I will, in advance, I will beg your forgiveness for my raspy voice. I should have put a Rod Stewart tune in there. That would have worked. If you want my body and you think. So, anyway, those of you who are new to the game, here's how it goes. I am going to sing or hum a tune that is from that era. And when you hear it, if you recognize it, you're going to type in the name of the song. And, if for extra credit, you can give the name of the artist, but we're looking for the name of the song. Yeah? And let's see. Hold on before I jump forward. Punxsutawney Mo is saying maybe we should teach about the amount of genocide in our Native American population and in their contributions. Thank you. Thank you, Punxsutawney Mo. That is a wonderful suggestion. And yeah, we should. We should. It shouldn't have to take going to college to learn the truth. Yeah, it shouldn't take that. Okay. Here's the first song. Make yourselves ready. Are you ready? Here we go. He came from somewhere back in a long ago. Sentimental fool, don't see, trying hard to recreate what had yet to be created. Once in her life, she musters a smile for his nostalgic tale. Never come and hear what it wanted to say, only to realize it never really was. Okay, so okay, full disclosure. Synth fan said that's 80s. Not really. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was feeling it. I put it in there. So sue me. It's late 70s. I put it in the 80s. Damn it. I'm so sorry. Anyway, What a Fool Believes by the Doobie Brothers. The lead singer was Michael McDonald, as Scribble My Dibbles correctly guessed. And at the top here, correct guesses are Tracy M., Sheila Bird, Scribble My Dibbles, Kimini, Misha Oliver, Stephanie L., Jen Murphy, Stella Baxter, Deborah Baldini, Gavin Rutherford, the Trump Reaper. Okay, good. Next up, as Mila J says, that's cheating, BDD. It's all right. All right. This one, I don't even think I'm going to need to give you words to this, but I will if you don't already guess after the music. But here we go. Dun, 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 doom, 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 dun, 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 dun. I get up, and nothing gets me down. You got it tough. I see the toughest around. Dun, 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 dun. And I know, baby, just how you feel. All right. We got la, 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 la. A whole lot of guesses before I even started singing. That was Jump by Van Halen. Lead singer was David Lee Roth. And at the top here, we got Synth Fan, The Trump Reaper, Susie Brizuela, Samantha Hawkins, Jamie from Wisconsin, Amanda Crawford, Misha Oliver, Lucille, Deborah Baldini, Lee Saunders, Scribble My Dibbles, Alicia Williams, Marie from New Jersey, Sheila Bird, Samantha B. Boom. Very well done, you guys. Okay. Uh, okay. No judging. No judging. Here's the next one. My love, there's only you in my life. The only thing that's right. My first love. Your every breath that I take. Your every step I make. And I want to share all my. All right, this is Endless Love. And, the only reason, fun fact, the only reason I added this to the song is that I think Saturday night I was watching Happy Gilmore, that golf movie. And he took this girl to an ice skating rink, or it was a hockey rink, actually, a hockey rink. And they were playing Endless Love. So I was like, oh, that's a good one. List. Okay, at the top here, we got Tracy M., Sheila Bird, Scribble My Dibbles, Samantha Hawkins, Monique Lee, Jamie from Wisconsin, Lee Saunders, Valerie G., Stephanie L., Amanda Crawford, Misha Oliver, Lucy L., Synth Fan, Sylvia Correa, Deborah Baldini, Kimini, Gavin Rutherford. You guys are good. Right there. All right. Here's the next one. Too many broken hearts have fallen in the river. Too many lonely souls drifted out to sea. You lay your bets and then you pay the price. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Doom 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 doom. Communication is the problem to the answer. Da 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 da. Yes. Okay, this was a group called 10cc with their big hit, The Things We Do for Love. The things we do for love, like walking in the rain and the snow. All right, we got at the top, Misha Oliver, Scribble My Dibbles, Cindy C, Synth Fan, Gavin Rutherford, Natalie B., Kathy Murphy, Deborah Baldini, Lee Saunders, Stephanie L., Lucy L., Samantha Hawkins, Tracy M. said, don't know. That's all right. Valerie G., Jen Murphy, Susie Briswella. Good job, guys. Good job. Next up, this is a good one. This is a good one. Jen Murphy, busted. I'm busted again, this time by Jen Murphy. She says, that was 70s. Busted. I'm sorry. I can't help myself. I swear, there's no more 70s in this group. I might just do a 70s thing. Not today. Here's the next one. Dun, 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 dun. Here come the woman, the look in her eye. Raised on leather, with flesh on her mind. Words are weapons, sharper than knives, makes you wonder how the other half dies. Doom. Yes, we were looking for In Excess. The name of that song is devil inside, the devil inside. Every single one of us, the devil inside. All right, and that is definitely 80s. Definitely 80s. Alicia Williams says, "This game tells your age." It does indeed. Although many of the younger folks that I speak with, they are familiar with the 80s mostly because of their parents. All right, we got at the top, we got Synth Fan, Stacey Mendenhall, Wilbur McCarthy, The Trump Reaper, Lee Saunders, Debbie Neiman, Natalie Bierman, Leisha Williams, Misha Oliver. Scribble My Dibbles has three like faces with the monocle, like, Samantha B, Kathy Murphy, Synth Fan, Tracy M is doing this icon emoji. Susie Brizuela, Stephanie L, IT Surf. I stumped some of you, and for that, I am proud. All right. Here's the next one. Get ready. It's a good one. This one, you're just going to have to be fast because everybody's going to know this one. Well, my friends, the time has come. Raise the roof and have some fun. Throw away the work to be done. Let the music play on, play on, play on, play on. Everybody sing, everybody dance. Lose yourself in wild romance. We're going to party, siesta forever. Come on and sing along. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. All night long. All right, let's see. Who do we get here? Who do we get? Da, 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 da. Misha Oliver wants to know, where's the lead? The Led Zeppelin? Is that what you mean? Do you want some Led Zeppelin? I ain't got none today. None today. Maybe next time. All right, Scribble My Dibbles at the top. Synth Fan, Sylvia Correa, Susie Brizuela, Samantha Hawkins, Alicia Williams, Stephanie L, Amanda Crawford, Cindy C, Deborah Baldini, Cha Cha, Lisa Straw, Samantha B, Debbie Neiman, Misha Oliver, The Trump Reaper, Gavin Rutherford, Sheila Bird. Okay, you guys are good. You guys are good. Moving right along. I can't do this guitar because my voice. I'm going to try. Forget the guitar. She got a smile that it seems to me reminds me of childhood memories where everything was as fresh as the bright blue sky. Everybody knows this one too. This is a good one. I actually enjoy this song. It's good. I just can't do the guitar at the beginning. The guitar is epic. Whoa, sweet child of mine. All right, and at the top here, we have Debbie Neiman. Sweet Child of Mine, correct. Amanda Crawford, Marie from New Jersey, Kathy Murphy, Jamie from Wisconsin, Natalie B, Sylvia Correa, Gavin Rutherford, Lee Saunders, Misha Oliver, Cindy C, Samantha B, Scribble My Dibbles, Jen Murphy, Synth Fan, Alicia Williams, Ness from Connecticut, Susie Brizuela, Stephanie L. Very good, you guys. Okay. Next one. I think you guys can get this one. It's not that obvious. Dark in the city, night is a wire. Steam in the subway, earth is a fire. Do 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 do. Doom 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 doom. Woman, you want me, give me a sign. and catch my breathing even closer behind. Do 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 do. Doom doom doo doo doom. In touch with the ground. I'm on the hunt. I'm after you. Smell like a sound. All right, very good. You guys have mostly guessed correctly. We were looking for I'm hungry like the wolf. And let's see, who do we got here at the top? Oh, here's a note to our wonderful moderators. We have a troll named Time Crusade. Please dispose of them properly and let them know you need to leave. At the top, we got Sylvia Correa, Lee Saunders, Tracy M., Monique Lee, the Trump Reaper, Scribble My Dibbles, Misha Oliver, Wilbur McCarthy, Stacy Mendenhall, Synth Fan, Callie Murphy, Alicia Williams, Natalie B., Lucielle, Marie, Stella Baxter, Amanda Crawford. Okay. And I think I have one more. Pretty sure I do. Here we go. This is the last one, you guys. Doom 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 doom. Doom 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 doom. Doom 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 doom. Doom 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 doom. Ba-dum ba-da-da-dum. Ba-da-ba-dum. Ba-da-da-dum. Ba-da-ba-dum. Ba-da-da-dum. Da-da-da-dum. Da-da. With the heartbreak open. So much you can't hide. Put on a little makeup. Make sure they get your good side. With the words unspoken. Get stuck in your throat. Send a treasure token. Write it on a pound note. Ba-da, ba-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da. Nah, goody two shoes, goody two. All right, so I see quite a few guesses guessing correctamundo. I see some other guesses saying bow wow wow, but no, it's not wham either. We got Wilbur McCarthy at the top. Stacy Mendenhall. This was Goody Two Shoes by Adam Ant. Stacy Mendenhall, Stella Baxter. Nope. Scribbles, it's not the Stray Cat Strut. Monique Lee, Susie Brizuela. Nope, Nat Wham. Gavin Rutherford. The Trump Reaper. Debbie Neiman. Nope, it's not the Stray Cat Strut. I'm so sorry. Misha Oliver. Jen Murphy. Tracy M. Alicia Williams, Debbie, Samantha Hawkins, Amanda Crawford, IT Surf, Natalie B, Synth Fan, Callie Murphy, Monique. Okay, good. That is all, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for participating, for playing that game. My voice is not its usual robust, excellent, perfect pitch. But let's see. No, Lisa Straw, wifey does not help me pick out the music. She is the unfortunate soul who gets to hear me singing it at 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning. Asking her to guess what song it is. I'm horrible. I'm horrible. Why don't you just do it earlier? Oh, whatever. All right. So now, ladies and gentlemen, we have that new feature. I've only done it one other time, and it is called Rising Star.
Hooray!
Yeah. So, what is Rising Stars? Rising Star is a bit where we bring your attention to an up and coming positive politician, mostly on our side because because of course. And in this particular instance, it's a gentleman by the name of Chris Jones who has a very interesting background, and he is hoping to beat Sarah Huckabee Sanders for governor of Arkansas.
To me, there's never been a conflict between science and faith. I'm a physicist. I'm also an ordained minister. Now imagine that this stole represents time. Not just my lifetime, but my ancestors and my children. As a Christian, I thank God every day for that time. As a physicist, I know that time is also relative. And with the right amount of energy, you can bend it and be anywhere. My ancestors labored in the soil of rural Arkansas, making my 3 daughters 8th generation Arkansans. By the 1940s, my pawpaw Jesse Torrance, with his 3rd grade education, was driving a truck he couldn't afford to own. But by the 1980s, he was helping me set up my own business. His legacy was entrepreneurship and hard work.
2, 1, and liftoff. Liftoff.
Some lessons were tougher than others. That moment, something opened up in me. A world of science and sacrifice, service and exploration. I knew then that I wanted to be an astronaut. I didn't know that being deaf in my right ear would keep me from flying. 10 years later, I accepted a full NASA scholarship, and my life changed forever. I went to Morehouse College for physics and math, and MIT for nuclear engineering, and a PhD in urban planning. And along the way, God just blessed me. My wife is Dr. Geraldine Jones. She's an Air Force veteran and ER doc. She's my partner and an incredible mom to our girls. And I love being a girl dad. I was also blessed to run the Arkansas Regional Innovation Hub, where we gave access to the tools and technology that Arkansans need to build businesses and create jobs. Arkansas is ready for a big leap forward, but we need the right leaders. The last few years have shown just how easy it is to slip back in time. So that's why I'm running for governor. Taking Arkansas into the future requires improving education opportunities from cradle to career, enhancing infrastructure from bridges to rural broadband, and making available every tool Arkansans need to build businesses and healthy families. It's about living up to our potential. It's about living out our values. It's about working hard together. And my fellow Arkansans, it's about time.
Whoops.
To me,
Holy shit, you guys. I love that ad. First of all, I love that ad. I love everything about it. I love this candidate, right? Let's just forget about Sarah Huckabee slanders for a minute here, and let's just focus on this gentleman who is a physicist and an ordained minister. I mean, he's a man of God and science. I don't know how those two worlds mesh, but I don't care. I mean, he's a decent man. He's a family man. He's educated. He's deaf in one ear, but he hasn't let it stop him. You know, I am jealous. I am so jealous of Arkansas right now because if this dude was running for governor, for mayor, or senator, I don't care what position he was running, I'd vote for him. Straight up and down. And I feel like this has got to be a slam dunk. I don't care what color you are. You know, you look at this guy's resume, it's not like he is the child of a former politician and then who became a gaslighter for the former losing asshole in the White House. No. This guy basically lived the American dream. He pulled himself up by his bootstraps. He did. He did. And he excelled and succeeded. And I think it's a positive message. This this video is on my Twitter feed or whatever. So if you go to my Twitter page, scroll down a little bit. I might have retweeted this either late last night or early this morning. Please do everything you can to support this guy. He should win, hands down, running away easily. But we're talking about Arkansas. Amanda, what can you do? Amanda Crawford, it's all on you. You gotta get this guy elected, Amanda. Yeah, Arkansas has made some suspect choices in the past, but I think that having a candidate like Chris Jones is an opportunity to turn the page from the past and look into the future. If anybody, it's that guy. It's that guy. He's the whole package. He's the whole package. He's a man of God, for crying out loud. Yeah. Gavin Rutherford says, she's trying, BDD. We need you to try harder, Amanda. Yes, Chris Jones. This is why I pushed the You Raggedy Bish to the side. And when I see other candidates that, have an intriguing profile and a good chance of winning, I'm going to shout them out. Definitely. So watch out for this guy. If you can donate to his campaign, I'm sure there's a link on his video. Please do so. He needs all the help he can get. Boom. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. I got time for this many questions. Oh, and thank you. Deborah Baldini is shouting out saying, don't forget to vote tomorrow. Indeed. Let's see. Misha Oliver says, you need to have an educated populace for democracy to work. That's why education is so low on the priority list for Republicans. Oh, Fox Hill Dream says she enjoyed Mayor of Easttown, as did I. Thank you. Thank you for that. Let's see. Cindy C wants to know, what is your one must-have every day? And she says, remember to like today's video. Yes, we did lose a chunk of viewers, like, when I said, okay, that's it, they were like, phew, I'm gone. If you're still here, please remember to like the video. What is my one must-have every day? Damn, I hate to have to choose between food and water and coffee. But I'm going to say kiss from my wife, from my wifey. Yeah, if I have to have just one thing. That's it. Next up, let's see. Stella Baxter, find out who is running against MTG. Whoa, Cha-Cha! Cha-Cha, you are too kind. I thank you for that. Cha-Cha hit me off with the 20 spot. Thank you. Thank you very much. Find out who is, Stella Baxter says, find out who is running against Marjorie Taylor Greene. Yes, I'm going to find that out. Wilbur McCarthy says, Chris Jones is a real man of God, unlike fake Christians in the Republican Party. Good comment, sir. Thank you. Karen Purdy says, hell, I'll send postcards for him, and I live in Ohio. That's the spirit, my friend. Karen Purdy. Yeah. Here we go. It's a solid blue sister. What's the question? She says, BDD. She loves these hypotheticals. She says, BDD, you're on Let's Make a Deal. You know door number 1 is a car and door number 2 is money, but you don't know the amount. Door number 3 is either the devil or God. Which door do you choose? I'm choosing door number 1. Keep it simple. I don't know if I would survive finding either God or the devil behind door number 3. They say God, is so powerful omnipotent, whatever, just the sight of him would make your mind explode. So I don't want that one. Number two, not knowing the amount. It could be $1 million or it could be $1. So I'm going to go, you're not giving a car away for any less than 10 grand. So at the very least, I'm up with 10 grand, even if it's a shitty car. The shitty car is going to be 10,000 bucks. Door number one. Ah. And the Trump Reaper has an excellent question. It says, BDD, is it unethical to buy from Amazon? I'm going to save you. Yeah, no, it's not. It's not. People who are purists, they want to say, stop buying from Amazon because Jeff Bezos is a trillionaire. You know what? Yeah, if you want to be politically pure, then yeah, don't buy from Amazon. But he's still going to make his billions and trillions. And you know what? Like it or not, Amazon kind of did bail a lot of people out during the pandemic when it was unsafe to go to crowded stores and shit like that. It was so easy to just get stuff delivered to your home and cheap. And cheap. Something obviously has to be done about Amazon. And right there at the very top is that you got to get Jeff Bezos to pay his fair share of taxes. He doesn't pay a fair share of taxes. I saw somewhere, I think he pays something like $80,000 for his salary. He pays taxes on an $80,000 salary. It might sound like a loophole, but it's legal. And Amazon has paid nothing in taxes. So Amazon really should be forced to pay taxes. Change the tax law. Simple as that. And get the other countries in the world to go along with this. So there's nowhere he could go where he's not paying taxes. Simple. But should we, the consumer, feel guilty or unethical? No. 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 That's it. All right, guys. Thank you for joining me for another wonderful episode of Storytime with BDD. I'm your host, BDD, a.k.a. Brooklyn Dad. And if you got to go out tonight, please be sure to wear your mask, wear your gloves, keep your social distance 6 feet or better. And have a lovely, relaxing evening. As you guys know, I will not be here tomorrow, but I will see you on Wednesday, Hump Day. See you guys Hump Day, same time, same place. I love you all. Peace. Boom. Doodle-doodle. Hey! Wilbur McCarthy says, hashtag free Kevin Strickland. Free him. Free Kevin Strickland. Stacey Mendenhall says, here in California, no masks required most places if you are vaxxed. It felt bad not wearing one, but it felt when I had it on, I was signaling I was not vaxxed. You got a catch-22 there. Yeah. Uh-huh. Hit the like button. Bouton, says Natalie B. Punxsutawney Mo says, although I'm a Prime user, I think that Amazon could pay their fair share. Indeed. Do 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 do. Hey! Thank you to all of our beautiful and fantastic moderators. Y'all rock. Love ya. That is from Elisa Straw. Corey Lord says, pass the hashtag for the people act. Yes. Yeah. All right, you guys. I had some fun today. Thank you. Thank you again for a wonderful show. And I look forward to seeing you on Wednesday. But until then, it's that time. You